Hello and welcome to a huge build-up for the India-Pakistan clash at the Asia Cup. With me in the studio, Johnny Mukherjee and Akshay. And in Sri Lanka, on ground, waiting is Devashish Sen and Shubhan Chakraborty. Inside will be Bharat Ramraj, who will be doing writing from there. Quick comments from our on-ground reporters first, before I go to our experts in the studio. Devashish, Shubhan, both of you. First point, what is happening with the weather? There was a lot of talk about the weather happening. If you could zero in on Shubhan and Devashish, what is the weather update? Give us a sense of the mood.
As we speak, Boyana, it's been drizzling. It was drizzling for me minutes back. But it's just not, but
Covers
get to know that the covers are on the field. So it's likely going to be a delayed pass. If it stays like this, I think it's going to be a delayed pass. Yes, are we audible?
What's the mood? Give me a
Yes,
sense of the
are
mood.
we audible? Yes, I'll give you the weather update. This is the cloud condition.
Okay, yeah, so it's cloudy. That's a nice one.
It's
That's
cloudy.
a lovely one. Go for it.
It is cloudy. It is overcast. It was drizzling a while back, and covers are on. As Devashish said, the covers are on, but the anticipation among the fans is crazy, insane. Pakistan India fans, we saw the build up. We have posted it on our social media platforms. So those who are watching this live can go after this live and check those videos out. It has been an absolutely brilliant build up. The fans are excited, and hopefully the weather will hold up good and we'll get at least a few overs, if not the full match.
Okay, Janita, huge game. Let's quickly set this up. I mean, Shubhan and Devashish will join us again in a minute, but to you and Akshay, set it up.
Yeah, I think it's a huge game. And, we don't play much in bilaterals and all that. We always look forward to these ones. And for me, I think India is a little underprepared, a little undercooked, because three very key players are coming back after injuries. They played practice matches in Allur, I was there in Bangalore, and I saw those matches a little bit also, but it's not the same. The intensity is not the same, and also form. Jasprit Bumrah bowled in Ireland. The conditions here in Sri Lanka are completely different. So there you can just put the ball on the spot and things will happen. It will not be the same over here. I just have a feeling that on paper they look the same. They are a little more prepared for a battle. That's what I'm concerned.
Pakistan.
I think what it is about that, particularly because a number of key Indian players are coming off injuries. I mean, they haven't been tested at the 50 over level for quite some time. To add to that, I would say that after a long time, Pakistan probably are a balanced team. That's because they have 5 specialist bowlers, three fast bowlers, 2 spinners who can contribute with the bat. They also have Agha Salman and Iftikhar. Apart from being able to score a few quick runs, can also turn their arms over. So they have 5 plus 2. And in batting, they have these spinners, the left-arm spinner and the leg spinner, who are both capable of chipping in with some runs. So that way, that gives them 8 batters and 7 bowlers. India, in comparison, and it is strictly on paper, India has 6 bowlers and 7 batters, including Hardik Pandya and Jadeja. So that way, Pakistan on paper slightly ahead. And having said that, I think it should be a test for the batting units of both sides. And also Pakistan's fielding. That is probably the area where they are behind India.
Okay. Shubhan, Devashish, you've been in Sri Lanka for a couple of days now. Give us a sense of the team. What is, according to you, going to be the team? 26 minutes to toss. What is your sense of the team, please? Both of you.
I think we know almost the 11. I think we saw that in the match yesterday. The kind of proper batting unit, the lineup which they had batted. Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma was the first to hit the net, followed by Virat Kohli. Shreyas Iyer and Ishan Kishan came at 5. So I think Ishan Kishan is going to play that middle order role, bring that and after that, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, I think Shardul Thakur is going to play mainly because of the weather. It's overcast, so Shardul might get some assistance, and he has been in a tremendous form. Don't forget, Shardul Thakur is India's top wicket taker. If we talk about pacers, Kuldeep Yadav is overall the top wicket taker, but Shardul has done quite well, and Siraj and Bumrah along with Kuldeep will form the entire unit. And as we speak, the rain has already started again. It's drizzling. Devasis, your thoughts on this rain? It has been on and off.
Yeah, and if it rains, I think the advantage will be slightly on Pakistan because keeping in mind their pace attack, the pace trio of Shaheen Shah Afridi, Nasim Shah, and Harish Rauf, and I think and that the inclusion of Shaheen Shah Afridi, I would say, inclusion of Jasprit Bumrah has strengthened Indian side, but more so for Pakistan with Shaheen Shah Afridi coming into the side because with him bringing in the ball into the right handers, I think, and we all know we have seen over the past in past what happens. The left armers and winning the matches against India, be it a Mohammad Amir, be it a Trent Bolt, be it a Shaheen Shah Afridi. So with Shaheen Shah Afridi coming into the side, and we have witnessed it. And with these conditions, with these overcast conditions, I think, and it has already started drizzling heavily.
Okay, there is both of our reporters reporting that. In fact, you can see the rain. You can see the rain on screen.
It is
On
good.
both of you, rain is in Pakistan, like they're saying.
No, I don't think so. I think this is a local game. I think it's a 100 over game. After in today's day and age, so much of 2028, and the 110 T20 happening. It's a long game. So this will really test you. And I think it's the better team. We're talking a lot about Shaheen Shah Afridi. The conditions are different when that real swinging ball came in. And they'll be ready. The ball will swing for 3 or 4 overs. So Australian game, Matthew Hayden has said, play him out for 3 or 4 overs. And they'll be aware of the fact that, especially Rohit will be aware of the fact that the ball can't come back. I'm sure he's working on that. But it's a long game. In a T20 game, you can't take 3 or 4 overs. But yeah, you can give to 10 overs. 10 overs, 14 overs is no problem. You can get 350. So it's very important for our big players to be at our top team. One guy has to bat through. Then we'll be up and running.
He's spot on because Shoaib in that interview with us on Match Stage with Guria said that look, they are used to pace. So what if the ball is swinging? It will. That is international cricket. The batters are good enough. Give the ball a couple of overs. The swing will ease out, and then you can play yourself in. It's not as if Shaheen Afridi or Trent Bolt or whoever that 150 mark move will rattle the Indians. Thoughts?
Yes, that's correct. Because international level, you are expected to take on these things, and like you said, respecting the bowlers for the first few overs. It's not a T20 game, so it's a question of making that mental adjustment. I mean, Indians are coming off 2 T20 series. They played 8 T20 matches in the build-up to the Asia Cup. So they have to come out of that mindset. And it's a question of these are genuinely good bowlers. You give them the first few overs.
For me, this is a guy who's got 500s in England in those conditions. So let's give some respect. Number one, Rohit Sharma in the last 3 ODIs versus Pakistan, 52 and 39 balls versus Dubai. In Dubai, 111 at Dubai of 119, 140, 130 versus Old Trafford. So this is what he has done against Pakistan. Just that one dismissal is so much in our mind because the Rangers lost and it went down. I feel that if we can control the first 2 overs, we'll be off.
Shubham Devashish in the Indian team that documented arrival and all of that. What's the body language? Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. What is the body language of the Indian team and what are the fans saying? Give us a sense before we toss, after we toss. Before we toss to a fan video that you'll say, a beautiful one. But first, both of you, what is the body language of the Indian team like that you've seen over the last 2 days?
Giving that respect to Pakistan, given their along with Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, we saw what they did against Nepal. The kind of batting, the template which Babar Azam shown us, it was extremely very.
Okay, there's a bit of an audio issue, I think, from Shubham's end. There's a bit of an audio issue from Shubham's end. Devashish, can you take that, the same question? What's the...
Yeah, I think the body. I think the body language.
Yeah, Devashish.
Yeah, I think the body language is it's fine with the Indian team. They are in high spirits, and it should be because when you go into a match against Pakistan, it is about confidence. It is about the body language. I mean, so you cannot let the opposition feel that you are down. You are not that confident. So I think that this Indian team is a well-oiled machine and under the guidance, under the leadership of Rohit Sharma. Because the good thing for India is that Shreyas Iyer coming back into the side, it adds balance to that Indian batting. With him batting at number four, means it adds a lot of depth into that batting order, which was not the case in recent times when he was injured. India tried several batters in that position, but with Shreyas coming into the side, it will add more confidence. And as Joydinda said, if India can negate that early overs, early signs of spell, so it's about building a partnership in in 50 overs format. It's not that hammer and talk right from the word go. You need to build partnership. So India can afford to not lose a wicket and maybe build up, stitch a partnership of the 50 runs, 55 runs. That will set the platform for stroke players like a Virat Kohli, like a Shreyas Iyer, like a Ishan Kishan, like a Hardik Pandya, like a Ravindra Jadeja, and they can just cash in. And that is all what India wants. India needs to poke. If India bats first, India needs to bat Pakistan out of the match because India putting in 270, 280. Pakistan, remember, they are a team full of confidence. They also have a very strong batting lineup, be it a Fakhar Zaman, Imam ul Haq, or a Babar Azam. So I think
We are in good space. Well done.
Good stuff, good stuff. And Devashish and Shubhan spoke to the fans. A battle like this is also about the fans. Can I ask my producer, Shopnil, to play the video where the fans have taken center stage? Devashish and Shubhan finding the support from Candy. Take a look.
वर्ल्ड कप की तैयारी करें और ये सीरीज तो जीतना ही जीतना है।
और सचिन की जो कमी है वो आपको लग रही है खलेगी? कैसा लगेगा? इतने दिन हो गए सचिन सर तो नहीं है,
ये क्रिकेटर नहीं खेलेंगे, सबको आने पड़ेंगे, सबको जाने पड़ेंगे, लेकिन आज बात ये है सामने वर्ल्ड कप है और हम चाहेंगे कि ये एशिया कप की जीत दर्ज कर टीम इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप की भागीदार बने।
थैंक यू सो मच।
एक बार शंखनाद हो जाएगा।
ये शंख नहीं, ये है जंग ऐलान, टीम इंडिया
आज जीतेंगे।
ओके, मैं अब बात करता हूँ आप लोगों से।
ये देखो ये हो रहा है।
पाकिस्तान की डालो नहीं,
बांग्लादेश आवर ब्रदर, श्रीलंका आवर ब्रदर। जीतेगा भाई, जीतेगा इंडिया, जीतेगा।
नीचे
शक्ति इंडिया।
Beautiful report there from Chakraborty and Devashish said. Beautiful.
We will show you the video.
Incredible stat for me. That Pakistan lead the head-to-head there, Shubhan walking towards the fans. We will get you all of that. Joydinda and Athro. Some incredible stats. Joydinda, take it.
Yeah, so overall, since 1978 2019, 130 matches have been played. India 55, Pakistan won 3, and 4 have been no result. Since 2000, where we communicate, you know, the Sachin Tendulkar, Sourav Ganguly era, they played 54, India 20, so 2 ahead India are. And in 13 matches, so the difference is of only 2 when we are ahead. The difference is 5. So this is the contest. Sometimes make it look like because there's what they say. See the numbers, it's the favorites.
I think not that in the last 550 over contest between teams are kind of shape the teams are in at the moment. I think Pakistan are long time. They are still under favorites.
That's someone की आशा है. Showing you live from outside the Palekile Stadium. Shubham, if you can hear me, and it's all Shubhan and Devashish, lovely. If you guys can hear me, Shubhan, if you and Devashish can hear us, before I go back to Joydipda. Shubhan, if you can hear me, set the mood. Okay, I don't think you can. That's fine. Keep the visuals. Keep the visuals. Shubhan, if you can hear me, just describe the mood before I go to Joydipda. If you can't hear me, we'll keep the visuals on because that's what we want to see. We want to see the color. Give me a nod. I think you can hear me. Give me a sense of the mood.
I always feel it's the one who can handle the pressure better on the given day. The skill set are better, even. But I have also seen in the same, I have to say that in the same breath that it's the ones who are special players, who have a little special ability, who seem to handle such situations better. So when Mohan Bagan played Saurav Ganguly stood out, Arun Lal stood out. When Bombay played Bengal, Saurav Ganguly stood out, Arun Lal stood out. Why? We were also decent players. There were other very good players in and around, but they always went ahead because they were special players. And under the gun, their skill set stayed with them for longer. Others seem to lose it for a little bit. If you're 30% lower, then your 30% potency goes down.
Power Azam, Virat Kohli, special players?
I mean, certainly. I mean, and this is what an India-Pakistan match is about. I mean, some tremendously gifted players from both sides, and yeah, anybody would look forward to this kind of a contest. Babar Azam at the peak of his form, Virat Kohli also coming back to his old self. So yes, I mean, definitely fascinating. I mean, there have to get some good bowlers as well.
So if you compare these two, for me, Virat is more of a match winner. Single-handed match winner. Babar Azam has pile up the run. But I'm saying everybody is out. You want one guy between the two else.
Can you see how many you are so
If you can hear me, set the mood because the visuals were incredible.
Yes.
Shubhan Chakravarti said,
Yes, are we audible right now?
yeah, we can.
Can you hear? Yes. You just saw the visuals right outside the stadium and fans are going crazy. Their fans are shouting at the top of their voices. It's incredible. We saw the guy from the new favorite team. Despite the way he's playing, we have a full match for fans. We are fighting.
Shubhan, weather, everybody is asking for a weather update. Devashish, what's the weather? Is it raining? Is it soft?
Yeah, it is not drizzling right now. It is not drizzling right now, but it is still overcast. we will. So I think if it stays like this, we can see the toss happening on time. We can see the toss happening on time
Beautiful. I love this. These guys are clearly showing us the sky. Beautiful work. Beautiful work there from Shubham and Devashi. Fingers crossed for the toss. But this is not simply fans in Sri Lanka. Not simply us here in the studio. We covered our fans in Australia, England, Singapore, of course Sri Lanka, here in India. Take a look. Global fan coverage for this build-up on Red Sports. Take a look as Shakil plays the video.
हम लोग हैं पहले के स्टेडियम के बाहर जहां इंडिया वर्सेस पाकिस्तान का मैच एक नींद के बाद शुरू होगा। हमारे साथ है दो सुपर फैंस, चाचा पाकिस्तानी, राम बाबू। हम लोग दोनों से पूछेंगे कि इस मैच के लिए इन दोनों का टाकरा कैसा चल रहा है। आप लोगों में दोस्ती है बट प्यार भी है, तो कैसा देख रहे हो दोनों को?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल जी, वैसे ही देख रहे हैं जैसे क्या कहते हैं ना, दो भाई मिलने जा रहे हैं बहुत दिन बाद, एक पाकिस्तान से और एक हिंदुस्तान से, और जो क्या मिलने जा रहे हैं वो श्रीलंका में मिलेंगे। और
राम तेरी लंका को हम ढा देंगे।
अरे नहीं नहीं, लंका से तो राम जीत के ही गए हैं और इस बार भी जीत के लेंगे।
लंका ढा देंगे हम, और वो भी श्रीलंका के अंदर।
Hello everyone, Prantik from Rev Sports in Singapore. I just had a great Nets early morning. As you see, I'm at the historic Ceylon Sports Club. There's a Division 4 match going on, but all eyes on the India-Pakistan match later this evening. It's been nearly 4 years since the two countries played in the ODI format. I was lucky to be there at Manchester, where Rohit smashed the ball all around the park and India had a great win.
Hi, my name is Yashpal. I'm the owner of Masala Theory restaurant in Sydney. As you all know, Masala Theory has been a classic favorite of Rev Sport, and we've been supporting Rev Sport a lot. And the idea of today is that we'll be watching the India-Pakistan match in Asia Cup in Sri Lanka. And let's see who wins. And whoever wins, we'll be supporting both the teams a lot. And if India wins, of course, there's a lot of celebration of Masala Theory. And if Pakistan wins, of course, we'll be celebrating that as well. So stay tuned. See what happens and come and celebrate with us at Rev Sports as well. Thank you.
Hi guys, this is Nikhil Daftari from Melbourne, Australia. I know it's a busy day today, but tonight the eyes will be stuck on India-Pakistan game, Asia Cup. Can't wait for it. With a lot of friends, a lot of Indian food, a lot of gala, and we're going for India to win this game. I hope everyone's glued to the TV or watching the game. Good luck, India. Chuck the India.
Good morning, my name is Shan Shahani and I'm at the home of cricket, Lord's Cricket Ground. Now, ever since I was a young boy, there was one place I've always wanted to be, and that's Lord's. Now that I'm here, I can't tell you how lucky I feel. But let me get straight back to the point. I'm here to discuss India's epic match with Pakistan at Asia Cup games. So let's get straight to it.
Hi, it's Norman Kochnek here for Rev Sports and Eyes on Cricket. I'm actually in Nairobi, Kenya at the moment, travelling around Africa. But I'll tell you what, today being the 2nd of September, I'm not going to be missing out on watching India play Pakistan and Palakkala and Kandy there in what will be a blockbuster Asia Cup match. Stay tuned and watch Rev Sports to see this magnificent match unfold. This is Norman Kochnek.
Okay, so then, global coverage, build up 7 minutes to toss. Devashi, Shubham, how is it building up before I go to Joy Dave? Take it.
Am I audible right now?
Yes, go.
Yes, sir. So the covers are off. The good news, covers are off. Drizzle has stopped completely. There are a few dark clouds, but it's not a major threat. So we are getting the toss on time. It's just 6 minutes away from now. So we will have a toss on time. Pakistan have already announced their playing 11. It's like a new thing for me. I have never seen in multi-nation tournament a team announce playing 11 on the eve of the match. So Pakistan has done it. They look really confident, and it remains to be seen whether Shardul Thakur gets the nod, whether they play Akshar Patel or Mohammad Shami, whether he gets the game or not. So it's all it will be cleared in next 6 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, Devashi, 6 minutes to toss. What is the take? Should India bowl? Should India bat with these conditions?
I would say, obviously, whichever team wins first, they need to bat first, because these are ideal conditions for batting. And obviously, people might argue that in the first match it was a low-scoring affair, but I think it's a fresh wicket. So it's a first match. So I think, and see, if you start well, it is all about psychological pressure, putting pressure right from the word go. So if India can put in a big score, Means for a pressure game like this, means and then you have the likes of Bumrah, Shami, Siraj, and they means it puts immense pressure on the opposition. So I would love to see Rohit Sharma making that positive call, winning. If he wins the toss, just go in and bat.
I don't agree. I don't agree with him. I think team winning the toss should bowl because given the weather condition, I think that TRS.
This is not oval. This is not oval or not. This is Palakele. This is Palakele.
Guys, different there. Shubham Singh goes back.
I'm with Shubham on this. Two reasons. One is that it's a little bit overcast, so whatever will happen now. We want to go swing bowlers. Secondly, I think where there is a cloud cover, rain coming, always the case because with the VP system, or the VRS system is so much easier to control the game. I think it would.
Couldn't have agreed with Jyoti more. Yeah, spot on. Because if there is something condition for us, it's now and weather interrupted match, it always makes sense to change because of the changing heat.
3 fast bowlers or more? Or Hardik as well?
No, 3 fast. I haven't seen the pitch, it's really difficult to say, but if it's a long 3 fast bowlers, otherwise, if it's absolutely bare wicket, then 2 fast bowlers are the.
Shubham, Devashish, what are you hearing? 3 fast bowlers last half, 2 fast bowlers, 2 spinners. What are you hearing, you guys, over the last couple of days? Shubham, you go first.
No, I think
Jasprit Bumrah, it will be 4 seamers, 2 all-rounders, Hardik Pandya, Shardul Thakur. I think Jasprit Bumrah is a definite starter and it remains to be seen whether they play Mohammad Siraj or Mohammad Shami. Shami is already refreshed, Mohammad Siraj is in cracking form, so it's a headache for the team management.
Okay, Devashish, your thoughts?
Yeah, I also totally agree with Shubham because I think India, obviously with Hardik and Shardul, that adds balance to the batting as well because both can bat and they can play the long handle as well and they will have the likes of Ravindra Jadeja. So I think India should go in with 3 pace attack in the likes of Bumrah, and it will be a toss, as Shubham said. It will be a toss between Shami or Siraj, and then the third spinner may be Shardul and Hardik also chipping in. And we have already seen that Hardik takes the new ball in recent times. So I think that adds more to the balance and depth of the side. I can actually afford to play in an extra batter.
Okay, 3 minutes to toss. So we'll come back with the toss news, but all of us are hungry. These two have tried some local fare in Sri Lanka, but you know what? With Swiggy Dine Out, we actually went for a meal. Team Red Sports went for a meal to Calcutta and built up to this match. Take a look at as to how we set it up with the sport and food in hand. Swiggy Dine Out, thanks to Swiggy Dine Out at Calcutta, Team Red Sports. Shakti, over to you.
Right now in front of the Indian Team Hotel in Kandy, and I'm now going to join with my colleagues Shubham Chakravarti and Bharat Ramraj to taste some local food. But you know what? Before we touch down in Kandy, we had tasted some delicious seafood thanks to Swiggy Dine Out at Calcutta. Please watch.
So here we are at Calcutta today with the entire team, 2 of them leaving for Sri Lanka. Here's Shormishta, Shubhayan, Devashish, and thanks to Swiggy Dine Out, this is a perfect cricket food adda, building up to the massive India-Pakistan with some seafood. We can taste the dab chingri, the chingri machar malai curry and a lot more thanks to Swiggy Dine Out. Let me go to Shormishta first. Sri Lankan food and Bengali food has a lot of similarity.
Yes, because we use a lot of mustard. Bengalis, we love fish, we love prawn, and Sri Lanka is famous for its coastal cuisine. And the mustard is used in the, in the fries. For instance, they use the spices, the tamarind, the mustard powder. So I can see we already have some mustard on the table and some prawns. And the other thing is the jackfruit curry, the kathal, which is very famous in Bengal. They also have a jackfruit curry, though it's made a little differently. But a lot of similarity.
While she's talking about food, let me request him to please get the food while I go to my 2 colleagues who will be on ground in Kandy and Colombo. Shubhayan, you first. India v Pakistan after that T20 World Cup in Australia, which this man covered with me.
Right.
Your thoughts on India Pakistan?
There will be a lot of pressure. Lot of pressure because many of our former cricketers during backstage with Boria has said that, you know, this special, it's a special occasion. It's a special occasion because these teams don't play each other often in bilateral series. So it will be a special occasion. Tickets are already sold out despite the match being played in a neutral venue in Sri Lanka. So it's going to be a crackerjack of a contest like always.
Virat Kohli, you remember the Haris Rauf match still?
Absolutely, those 2 sixes things mind-blowing. But obviously, for India to do well in Asia Cup, Virat needs to fire.
And I need this chingri macher cutlet to be at its best. Prawn cutlet, these two will taste in Sri Lanka. Try it.
With mustard.
With mustard. Actually, this is kashundi. There is a difference. Mustard and kashundi, and we Bengalis are very particular about the aroma. Okay. So, Mama, khe dekho to. Shubhan, please taste.
Of course, I'm waiting for the kashundi.
Kashundi. Yes, Shubhayan, please have it.
This is just amazing. Straight out of the frying pan. Very fresh.
Beautiful. Rohit Sharma versus Shaheen Afridi. Set it up.
It's a perfect matchup. Means Rohit and Shaheen Afridi coming back from injury, big tournament, big occasion. Pakistan.
So there you go. We've got the toss result for you. India wins the toss and gives the pass. Devashish Sen, India wins the toss and decides to bat the pattern.
Absolutely, and that's a positive move. And that's a positive move. I would say that's a very, very positive move for Rohit to win the toss and bat first because you bat out the opposition out. And if we Rohit and Virat get a great start, there's obviously Shubman Gill, Ishant Kishan. This is the big match. This is the occasion. You need to bring the fire in the ring. And obviously, India should go have a great opportunity. They can again that first 10 overs of Shaheen Afridi and Naseem Shah. It's what means India will have that platform to build a big innings. So I think it's a very, very good toss to win.
But I think
Just come a little close and then tell me your opinion. Shubhan, just come a little close. Yes.
I think Shaheen Afridi will be licking his lips right now. He will be absolutely. Oh, as we speak, the sun is out. I'll just show you.
So the sun is out. So that means India, the conditions are favoring the Indian batters. So it's bright and sunny now. Bright and sunny. The sun is out.
Let me stop you there, Shubhan. Let me stop you there. There you go. The team for India is Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Ishan Kishan, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, and Mohammad Siraj. So no Mohammad Shami, Shardul Thakur preferred over Mohammad Shami. That's the Indian side. What about Pakistan? Babar Azam, Imamul Haq, Zaman, Mohammad Rizwan, Salman Ali Agha, Iftikhar Ahmed, Shadab Khan, Mohammad Nawaz, Shaheen Afridi, Haris Rauf, Naseem Shah, team last the team toss.
You know, so you got an all-rounder there in Jadeja. So I would have to see Shami because as a bowler, I would always pick the best bowler. And at number 9, expecting a bowler to come and score runs, then his potential as a bowler goes. And on Friday, if this was really bowling-friendly conditions, playing in England, playing in New Zealand, I would have understood this. But here you have to get good batters out. So not with this.
Defensive move as well as
before the toss, that because tail is a little longer than ideal, and that's why I think they have compromised on their strength in the back. And also surprises are a little bit better. Move to
Shubhan Chakraborty, Devashish said, I know you guys have to go in 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, we will let you go and we will carry on. So take it from here. Devashish said, you go first. What's on the team? Shardul Thakur for Mohammad Shami.
Yes, I think Shardul adds balance to that side, and especially with his batting, and he is a man with a golden arm. If he can give those breakthroughs, like crucial breakthroughs, then that is what the Indian team would be wanting from Shardul. Means more of a bowler who can bat, and that is all what you want, because if Shardul can chip in with those 4 5 overs and give a breakthrough, that is a bonus for the Indian team. And remember, he's a decent batter. And with Hardik, Jadeja, and Shardul, that's a decent batting depth. If you talk, and so I think it's a very positive move to get in Shardul Thakur.
Okay, Shubhan Chakraborty.
I don't know whether you guys have noticed it or not, but Ishan Kishan is listed as number 3.
Just
So
come
will they play Ishan Kishan?
Just come a little
Yes,
close, because
so-
we are getting audio clear, not yours. So just come a little close. Yes.
Yeah. Am I audible right now?
Yeah, much better. Go for it.
Yeah, so but, I don't know whether you guys have noticed it or not, but on the team sheet, Ishan Kishan is listed as number 3. So will they implement that? Will they play Ishan Kishan at number 3 and that Virat Kohli at number 4? Something which has been suggested by many former cricketers, many pundits. I don't agree with it, because I feel the best batter of your team should bat at his favorite position. But overall, the team looks quite balanced. I feel Mohammad Shami should have played, but Shardul Thakur brings the balance with the bat and ball, so that the tail doesn't go too long. It's a good team. It's going to be a cracker of a contest. Shaheen Shah Afridi versus Rohit Sharma is what I am looking forward to, given the condition. It's again overcast right now, so anything can happen.
So what is the condition exactly at the moment? Is it cloudy?
We could see that dark clouds just coming. I think that one. If you can show.
This is a big dark cloud. If you guys can see, this says circuit. This will bring some trouble. This will bring some trouble because it's a heavy, big dark cloud.
We are getting and if Shakil, you can sort of get us on screen. The team nomination form has exactly what Shubhan said, and I'm seeing the team nomination form. It has Ishan Kishan at number 3.
Yeah, I think it's understandable. He likes to open. Shubman Gill is somebody that so as long as he can, he comes, because if these two bat the opener, bat the first 10 overs, then I'm not so. Ishan Kishan likes space on the ball, and that is something that he'll get in the first. After that, with 5 fielders outside the circle, or 6 fielders outside the circle, it becomes a little difficult for him. So I think this is a move, okay, but I still feel that it's a really risky one to bat up front. It's getting cloudy as we go. It's getting darker. So there will be a little bit of moisture. It's a fresh pitch. We'll have some moisture. Once it gets better. The covers must have been taken off late with the rain looming, which means the sun has not factored on it. It's almost there will be some sea movement.
As far as the team list goes, I'm not sure if this is necessarily the order the teams follow. Number 1. Number 2 is if Ishan is to open, is to play at number 3 over here. What happens when Rahul is back? Do you push Rahul back to in the middle order, or keep him at number 3? This reminds me of 2005 series in England, where Raidu used to come at number 3 and Kohli at number 4. Because
You will also the new ball is a wicket happens because very important ball is scoring. It's slightly you don't want your best player, you don't want to eat him up at number 3. So you give him number 3. When KL Rahul comes, KL Rahul bats 4 and Virat bats 3.
Okay, on this one, scored this by Saurav Ganguly and John Wright in South Africa in 2003, and he said, "You want to protect me, then push me back to number 11." I don't. When Chakraborty Devashi said, "I know you guys have to go in the next 7-8 minutes. While you're sending me something, I've got that team list. Take it, huge game, because this will perhaps set the tempo for the next couple of months for India. Talk in batting fast. Talk about Rohit Sharma. We've not spoken about Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid. How important. Shubha, you go first and
I think the next couple of months, the next 3 months will decide Rohit Sharma's legacy as the captain. He has been a brilliant batter in ODI cricket, especially for the Indian team. He has been absolute one of the legends of the game. But these couple of months will redefine Rohit Sharma's legacy as captain. Rahul Dravid as a player had missed out on that ODI World Cup, and now it is his time to grab both Asia Cup and ODI World Cup as a coach. So a big couple of months coming from him. But Rohit Sharma, the most important thing to note will be his batting template. In T20 cricket, he has been coming all out from ball one. We have seen some rash shots from him as well in T20 cricket. But will he change that in ODI cricket? That remains to be seen. But a major tournament for Rohit Sharma, the captain.
I totally agree with Shubha what he said. Obviously, it's going to be a huge next 3 months for both Rohit and Rahul Dravid as a coach. This planning is not done overnight. The Indian team management has been planning for quite some time. Say 6 months. The planning has already started 6 months. And if you look at the tours like the West Indies of the Ireland tour, these are all they have some specific plans. Obviously, there were some injury concerns with Jumra injured, Shreyas injured. So it was a forced means they had to try out some players because of injuries to certain players. But now you have a safety, you have the full balance side. And we were also getting fit after the second match. So India will be in full strength, and that is what a captain wants. A captain wants the best side to be in his hands, which was not the case for Rohit Sharma, the captain. I mean, so he was always has this.
Even in the WTC final.
Even the WTC final. So I think it is a perfect scenario. If India can make a great start with this Asia Cup and want to win, that will give that to Philip and the confidence in this side and to take on the big stage like the World Cup.
Questions for you before I let you go, and we'll take it in the studio. Question number 1. What is to you? You've spoken to local people, curators, Sri Lankan journalists, former players. What, according to you, is a decent score on a fresh pitch? And what, according to you, what are you hearing? What is a decent enough score? And second, once again, prediction for the rest of the day. What is the prediction for the rest of the day as far as Shuman, what is the prediction for the day? How is it for the rest of the forecast? Shuman and Devashish.
I think I will have to go with Devashish here, that India will have to bat out. Now that they are batting first, they will have to bat out England and a score of anything less than 320. In nowadays ODI cricket, anything less than 320 will be a tricky area. 300, 305 is an easily chaseable total in today's cricket, smash bang cricket. So I think India will look to post something around 320, 325, 330.
I would like to. I don't think India should not be.
Behind you, we can see a little bit of blue. We can see some blue sky. Is it brightening up? Because all of a sudden,
It's sunny. It's sunny. My sunglasses out. It's sunny. It's sunny. All sunny.
Both don't have to score any runs, take any wickets, keep the rain away.
but yes.
India have to respect the conditions here. They cannot just think about just posting batters. Obviously, they need to bat out the position, but having said that, they should look at the conditions, the situations, and then build on. The key for India will be to play those fast 10 overs well and to build up partnerships. And maybe 40 overs, India can go into that 40 overs with say 3 or 4 wickets down, then they can actually take on. Because with that batting there, with that power, obviously India should not be over enthusiastic and try for a 320 and end up scoring 260. That will set the match for Pakistan. So all India should look at is to play according to the situations, right? Put on a partnership and carry it forward. But key will be
once again, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma.
Okay, thank you very much, Shubham Chakraborty, Devashish, and go for it. Make your way into the stadium, enjoy the game, and join us meetings and post-match with some good news. Clearly, both of you are in blue. Shubham, your India jersey from South Africa is still something we will want to see you wear. So go for it and have a great game as we take it out to the studio and get Bharat Ramraj to also enjoy and file his pieces on time. All the best to both of you. Keep enjoying. Very much enjoying. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you actually play like that with a target in mind, or you just go with it?
No, you just go with it. First 10 overs, you don't want to lose more than 1 wicket. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Till today, I've been involved with cricket for a long time. Nobody knows how a pitch will be, not even the curator. We have some idea, some history with experience, but nobody gets it 10 on 10. So whether they'll be seen, whether there's moisture, is there some moisture in the pitch, how the weather will change, will it get brighter, like you said, will it get a little bit darker? Everything will have a bearing on that 2 new Kookaburra balls. Remember, it's not one. So although it's 50 overs, it's 2 new balls on both ends. So it's after 10 overs, the ball's only 5 overs only. And this Kookaburra ball, the latest brand in the last 2 years, swings for about 5 to 8 overs. So it well could be not 10, but 14, 15 overs that this ball is swinging because of the conditions, because of the moisture in the pitch. As soon as that evaporates, I think the game's open. But to see that period through, and I agree with Devashish, in 10 overs, if we are 40 for no loss, or in 15 we are 60 or 70 for 1, we can get 350. But if we are 70 for 3, we won't get 350.
I think it's a little difficult to predict what a good score will be, because we don't know what the pitch is going to be like. We don't know what kind of help the Pakistan fast bowlers will get in the initial phases. So we say these days that in the subcontinent nothing below 300 is safe. But for this match, as of now, I don't think we can pinpoint and say that okay, in this region is going to be a safe total.
I think the reason that's gone from 300 to above 300 is because that one more fielder coming in. If you see, since the rule was changed to 5 fielders instead of the started between 10 and 40, that's when a 280 game is now going to 350. You bring the fielder back, they can go to 280. So that's the only thing that's changed.
How important is this for Kuldeep Yadav? We've not even mentioned. We've talked about pacers, we've talked about Rohit. I mean, he's somebody, and we've not talked about spinners. Shoaib in that stage with Goria Show said, come the World Cup, tired wickets, the moment these pitches are used, someone like a Kuldeep Yadav, left arm wrist spin will become massively important. Your thoughts?
I was watching that 2019 dismissal of Babar Azam by Kuldeep in that World Cup game. It was a leg break. Babar Azam wanted to play forward. There was a big gap between that and that, and obviously he was playing for the wrong man. Ward came in, went through the gap, took the kiss the head and did the stumps. That was a great ball. So Kuldeep is going to be India's trump card, I would say, in this bowling lineup where you have slightly compromised your bowling strength by dropping Mohammad Shami. I think Kuldeep is going to play a very big role, and he's a bowler who the Pakistanis have not played much.
Okay.
Pakistanis do not play in the IPL. Kuldeep, Indian players do not play in the away leagues. So, and India, Pakistan do not play very often. Kuldeep is still an unknown kind of thing for Pakistan.
Yeah, so it's a great point he makes. Couple of things are very important. One is that you don't play too many good Chinaman bowlers. You can't replicate that. I can get a left arm seamer, I can get a right arm spinner as many as I want. In Bengal, I can give you 20 of these. I don't have one that I know of who can come and help me to prepare to play Kuldeep. Number one. Number two is with the white ball. This is a very important one, a little tricky one. You have to really concentrate. So with the red ball and a yellowish seam, it's easier to pick out the seam. With the new ball, it's easier to pick out a googly. Once the ball gets scruffier and hits the grass, so the ball is white, the seam is light green, and the marks on the ball are light green. And I have bitten to Kuldeep before matches, whether it's in KKR or in Delhi Capitals. And with an older ball, I had no idea. But with the newer ball, I did. Because the newer ball didn't have scruff marks on it. It was brand new Kookaburra ball, white. But once it gets scruffier, the seam is light green, the sides are green, you just can't pick them. And he is the key. They will come after him. He can be fragile at times. So he's very important. Jadeja is the machine. Boop, 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 done. Kuldeep is the one for me, is fragile, and you got to look after him. He has a good day, we have a good day.
Beautiful point, and there you see on your screen the fans there taking it on in Kandy as we build up to this massive match. Let me get closing comments, and it's time for some food after that with Swiggy Dine Out at O Calcutta. We'll leave you with those visuals. There's Sudhir Gautam with his chunk from Kandy and Palakile. So, after both you and Joydita said Pakistan marginal favourites, toss went to India. Tough call that Rohit Sharma batting on. So, how do you set it up? Pakistan now slight edge or no favourites?
Pakistan slight edge. I will stick my neck out and say that. Two reasons. Number one is Pakistan slightly better balanced than India at the moment, and second is they'll probably have the advantage of bowling first.
So Shobhajit Das Chaudhary says, "Rof ko abhi bhi Kohli ka खौफ hai."
But that is history. I agree with. I agree. I think Pakistan, especially that India is batting first. The first 10 overs India handles well. They're in the game, but they could lose the game in the first 10 also.
Okay, so lose the game in the first 10, win the game in the first 10 if you don't lose wickets. We've got 3 of our people in Sri Lanka. Maximum coverage from on ground and here in the studio. That's our motto, but that doesn't mean we'll compromise on any other sport. We showed you Neeraj Chopra from Zurich. We got Sri Lanka. We have you covered as far as wrestling is concerned from Belgrade. We will have Asian Games covered with 5 of our people on ground, rather 4 on ground, and every sport, maximum coverage here on Red Sports. Today is India-Pakistan Day. Afternoon is all India-Pakistan. Time for us to bite into some lovely food. Thanks to Swiggy Dine Out. We will come back mid-innings with Joynit Mukherjee and Atro. Atro and I, we will sort of eat a little bit. Joynit, he does it. Because look at him. Come on, he's got to maintain the six-packs. Joynit and Atro and our entire team, the back-end team. Thank you very much, everyone. Trisha, Rohan, Shopil, Rahul, Umakanto, the entire back-end team who worked tirelessly over the last 2 weeks to put on Backstage with Boria and the India-Pakistan conclave. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. To our editors, Orko and Shopil, well done for that. So a lot of work behind the scenes. Time for a quick break, some bite, and then we will go to live action on the host broadcaster. Come back to us. Come back to us mid-innings as we analyze. Was Rohit Sharma right or was he wrong? Critical match as we start the 3 months that could define Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid's legacy. Thank you very much for joining us here on Red Sports. Keep watching.
Right now in front of the Indian Team Hotel in Kandy, and I'm now going to join with my colleagues Shubhan Chakravarti and Bharat Ramraj to taste some local food. But you know what? Before we touch down in Kandy, we had tasted some delicious seafood thanks to Swiggy Dine Out at O Calcutta. Please watch.
So here we are at O Calcutta today with the entire team, 2 of them leaving for Sri Lanka. Here's Shormishta, Shubhayan, Debashish, and thanks to Swiggy Dine Out, this is a perfect cricket food adda, building up to the massive India-Pakistan with some seafood. We can taste the dab chingri, the chingri machar malai curry and a lot more thanks to Swiggy Dine Out. Let me go to Shormishta first. Sri Lankan food and Bengali food has a lot of similarity.
Yes, because we use a lot of mustard. Bengalis, we love fish, we love prawn, and Sri Lanka is famous for its coastal cuisine. And the mustard is used in the, in the fries. For instance, they use the spices, the tamarind, the mustard powder. So I can see we already have some mustard on the table and some prawns. And the other thing is the jackfruit curry, the kathal, which is very famous in Bengal. They also have a jackfruit curry, though it's made a little differently. But a lot of similarity.
While she's talking about food, let me request him to please get the food while I go to my 2 colleagues who will be on ground in Kandy and Colombo. Shubhayan, you first. India v Pakistan. After that T20 World Cup in Australia, which this man covered with me. Your thoughts on India-Pakistan?
There will be a lot of pressure. Because many of our former cricketers during Backstage with Boria has said that it's a special occasion. It's a special occasion because these teams don't play each other often in bilateral series. So it will be a special occasion. Tickets are already sold out despite the match being played in a neutral venue in Sri Lanka. So it's going to be a crackerjack of a contest like always.
Virat Kohli, you remember the Haris Rauf match still?
Absolute, those 2 sixes means mind blowing. But obviously, for India to do well in Asia Cup, Virat needs to fight.
And I need this chingri macher cutlet to be at its best. Prawn cutlet, these two will taste in Sri Lanka. Try it.
With mustard.
With mustard. Actually, this is kashundi. There is a difference. Mustard and kashundi, and we Bengalis are very particular about the aroma. Okay. So, Mama, khe rakho to. Shubhan, please taste.
Of course, I'm waiting for the kashundi.
Kashundi. Yes, Shubhayan, please have it.
This is just amazing. Straight out of the frying pan. Very fresh.
Beautiful. Rohit Sharma versus Shaheen Afridi. Set it up.
It's a perfect matchup. Means Rohit and Shaheen Afridi coming back from injury, big tournament, big occasion. Pakistan would need a Shaheen Afridi to fight. There is Harish Rao, there is other bowlers, but Shaheen Afridi, you remember that spell, means a left arm press. Obviously, there is a bit of weakness as far as the Indian batters are concerned.
But on the other side, a fresh Bumrah, man of the series, against Babar Azam.
Not only Bumrah, we have a well-rested Mohammad Shami back as well. We have a ever-rising Mohammad Siraj. So when it comes to pace bowling attack, people have a general perception that Pakistan are way ahead. I don't agree. Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj will be equally potent with a fully fit Hardik Pandya as a fourth pacer. So it's going to be an equal contest in my opinion.
Okay, so the menu for today and the food is coming. We have the
Bhetki fish fry.
We have the Bhetki fish fry. We have the chingri macher cutlet. We have the dab chingri. We have the আমরা যেটাকে বাংলায় বলি পাঁঠার মাংস, which is the mutton, and this mutton in O Calcutta is brilliant. The Bengali luchi, which is very different from puri. We have the bhat, which will taste brilliant with a chola dal, and there is the dab chingri. I can see, I can smell it will come. So you have the last word. Food and sport intertwined, but you've been to Sri Lanka many times. Which is the best item that you had there?
Well, I love the Sri Lankan prawn curry, which is very spicy. It's got coconut milk and it's got some tamarind in it, and it's again quite similar to some of the Bengali dishes that I'm used to eating at home.
Have the doi.
Boriola, let this treat be from my side.
Why you bother? We will use Swiggy Dine Out, the best way to pay. Let's use Swiggy Dine Out.
Perfect.
Once again, use Swiggy Dine Out, make your bookings. You can get 40% off, and there's no membership fee.